I don't understand, Dad.
Well, let me tell you a story. Let me see. There was a small village on the eastern side of the mountain. Everyone there lived happily together. Michael the rooster, he used to grow tomatoes. His sons Ethan and Nathan would help him. He provided the whole village with all the tomatoes they would want. Then there was this lovely toad couple who lived on the other side of the river. Damien Toad would do all the handiwork around the village, while Cheryl Toad would sew tablecloths for everyone. Brendan the rabbit, he grew the carrots. His friend Waverley the fox used to keep him company. He would tell him jokes all day long. The pumpkins were grown by a proud farmer, Duncan the moose. He worked tirelessly on that patch.
Excuse me, mate. Jim Gordon, right? Just me a moment. Can I just get you to sign there, please? Thanks very much. Okay, cheers. Thanks a lot, mate.
Okay. So Dennis the bush pig lived on his own. He was a selfish pig and never helped the other animals in the village.
Go away.
One day, a terrible drought came and destroyed everyone's crops. Everything was lost. I've lost all my tomatoes, huffed Michael. The ground's all dry, all my pumpkins are ruined, grumbled Duncan the moose. All the animals gathered together to see what could be done. It seemed they might have to all pack up and move to another village. Then they were approached by Dennis the bush pig, who said that he had a magic field where plants could grow freely. "Give me all your seeds," said the fat pig. "I'll provide for everyone." With no other choice, the villagers all agreed to hand over their seeds and let Dennis the bush pig provide for them all. But Dennis the bush pig, he had other plans. When the sun replaced the moon and all the animals were sound asleep, he headed off to the neighbouring village with all the seeds in a sack.
Wait, Dad, why didn't Dennis plant the seeds in his magic garden?
Because he didn't have a magic garden, you see. He was telling porkies.
Oh, then what happened?
In the next town, Dennis came by a shifty rodent called Sanchez the dirty drain rat. Under the cloak of darkness, Dennis struck a deal with Sanchez. The rat gave him a handsome sum of money for the seeds he had in his sack. After some weeks, all the animals began to wonder why the magic field was still bare. "Where are all the fruits and vegetables?" said the animals. "Be patient," said the pig. They all noticed that he had seemed a little fatter than before. That night, Waverley the fox took his little torch and went out to the magic field. He looked and he looked, but he found no trace of any seeds there. He had a hunch that something wasn't quite right, so he climbed up to the window's ledge and peeked into Dennis' house. He couldn't believe his eyes. Dennis the bush pig was living like a king with Sanchez the dirty drain rat. He was even fatter still, and he had more food lying around than the little fox had seen in a long time. The very next day, the eager fox woke the whole village quite early to tell them what he had seen the night before. "That can't be true, Waverley," said Duncan the moose. "Some day you'll know I was right," replied the clever fox. "Let's go to Dennis's house and see what this is all about," insisted Michael. So they all hurried to the bush pig's house. "Make sure you don't scratch that thing, you muppets," hissed Dennis as the villagers arrived. "What's going on here?" croaked Damien. Dennis knew he'd been caught. "You lied to us, Dennis," they all said. The villagers were fed up with Dennis's lies. "You've lied to us for the last time," exclaimed Duncan. So Dennis was banished from the village forever.
Oh, that pig got what he deserved, didn't he?
He sure did. Now go and get your bags, it's time for us to go.
We aren't going on a holiday, are we, Dad? Did someone sell our seeds, Dad?
I thought I had a magic garden, Becky.